Hey everybody, my name is Sam. I did my final lesson on the theme of fishing with the focus of teaching the students from numbers 1 to 20. The student that's in the class that I'll be referring to later is a student with autism who receives services for his speech delay and social emotional difficulties. So to start off the lesson, I'll start off with a group discussion with the students, typically asking them if they've ever um, gone fishing before, if they know anything about fishing, if they've ever heard anything about fishing, just to spark a conversation and an interest between the students. I'll ask students who know to share. I'll also ask students to guess to see what they may be thinking. This will also help me figure out which students have had prior knowledge about fishing and numbers, as well as which students may not have any idea. This will follow with a book called Gone Fishing by Arlene Long. It's a great book between father and son. They go fishing together. It helps the students be interested, and as well as it provides that family aspect as well. And it's a great book that the students will definitely enjoy. And following the book, we'll go through all the numbers, and then I'll show the students the water bin from the water center that they'll be able to do the activity in. The students will see a fishing rod that they'll read from the book. This is a magnetic fishing rod, and as well as they'll see 20 of these guys. It's a fish that gets caught. They're both magnetic, so it works out great. So 20 of those fishes will be floating in the water bin. There'll be 2 fishing rods for the students to use. The object of the game is to catch a fish. When you pull the fish out, to call out the number that you see, and then place that fish in the respective number on the table next to the water bin. This will help students identify, reinforce their knowledge of numbers without having to count up or count down, and it'll also encourage conversations as they'll be working in pairs. This activity for this particular student works out really well in the sense that it includes a lot of the things that the student really enjoys. The student brings in a dolphin every day and really enjoys sea animals and plays with the water as much as he can. Even in the bathrooms, when he washes his hands, he'll try to play a little bit. The student really enjoys water, so this activity is great in keeping him focused and interested. The parts of the aspects that are a little bit concerning are the social emotional difficulties. The student has a tendency of throwing tantrums when he is forced to give up toys that he's really interested in, or to do something else that he may not want to do. And in this case, I feel as the student would be too interested in the activity that he would refuse to share the activity with the other students. For that situation, I did come up with an alternative, which is to try to redirect his attention to other things that he may still enjoy, such as the class computer. I'll set up a game with the fishing and the numbers, the same concept, so that he can play on the computer while he waits for his turn again in the water center. All the sea animal toys will be placed in the block center, so I'll redirect his attention for those because he does enjoy playing with the sea animals. And lastly, I'll show him the printouts of the coloring pages for the sea animals that you can do in the writing center, and attempt to redirect his attention to any of those 3 so that he can better control his behavior. And also, secondly, positive reinforcement. He really enjoys stickers. I think it would be a great way to give him a sticker chart and just keep placing stickers for every time he's able to control himself or do something class appropriate. And the activities there every day for the student to do. And the next step for this lesson would be to change out the numbers to do another set of numbers, which will be the next lesson. But I do think that this activity, due to what it has and what the student enjoys, would be a great way to keep him focused, as well as teach the focus of the day, which is the numbers from 1 to 20. Thank you so much.